I barely escaped the worst first date of my life. The problem is, the woman I met can now look like anyone. I downloaded the matching app because the silence in my apartment had become heavy. You reach a certain point in your 20s where the daily routines of commuting, working, and sleeping blur together into a seamless block of isolated time. I did not have a wide circle of friends to introduce me to anyone new, and the conventional methods of meeting people felt entirely foreign to me. I spent weeks swiping through endless profiles, reading carefully curated biographies, and sending out introductory messages that simply disappeared into the void. I was entirely ready to delete the application and accept my solitude when the notification chimed. Her profile was incredibly sparse. She had only uploaded 2 photographs, both poorly lit and slightly out of focus, showing a woman with dark hair pulling a weak smile. Her biography contained no jokes, no list of hobbies, and no demands for a specific type of partner. It simply stated that she is a former surgeon and was looking for someone understanding, who did not judge, and willing to come over for a quiet evening. We exchanged a handful of messages. Her responses were incredibly brief, arriving at odd hours of the night. I tried to initiate normal conversations about movies or music, but she consistently steered the dialogue back to the concept of meeting in person. She claimed she suffered from severe social anxiety and could not handle the loud environments of coffee shops or bars. She provided an address situated on the far edges of the suburban sprawl and asked if I could drive out to see her on a Tuesday evening. I knew all the standard safety rules regarding meeting strangers online. I knew you were supposed to meet in a crowded public space during daylight hours, but the overwhelming weight of my own loneliness bypassed my rational survival instincts, so I agreed to go. The drive took nearly an hour, taking me far away from the illuminated street and deep into a neighborhood that felt forgotten by the rest of the city. The streetlights here were sparse and frequently burned out, casting long, overlapping shadows across the cracked asphalt. The houses were spaced far apart, separated by thick, untended plots of wooded lots. I pulled up to the address she had provided. The property was severely neglected. The front lawn was overgrown with tall, dying weeds, and the gutters hung loosely from the edge of the sloping roof. A single dim yellow bulb illuminated the concrete slab of the front porch. I turned off my engine, sitting in the dark cab of my car for a long time, listening to the ticking of the cooling metal. A deep, primal sense of unease began to pool in my stomach, urging me to put the car in reverse and drive back to my apartment. I forced myself to ignore the feeling, stepping out into the cold night air and walking up to the door.